Uncle Henry Show. Thank you for listening to the Uncle Henry Show. What a spectacular day it is. Here today with John McNeil, malfinancial.com. John McNeil is watching the countdown clock for the Comey testimony. John McNeil, where are we on the countdown clock?
1 hour, 54 minutes, and 23 seconds.
I'm sure that you are going to shut down McNeil Aaron's Lambert Financial Group so that all can huddle around the televisions and computer monitors and watch the Comey testimony.
Actually, I'll be right here doing Ask the Expert with you when it starts, Uncle
Okay,
Henry.
very good.
See?
Now, on News Radio 710 WNTM, we will have updates throughout the day. You can see the testimony just about anywhere on TV or on your smartphone, probably. What we'll have on News Radio 710 WNTM are the people, our hosts, offering their analysis of it while it's going on and after. So you'll have Limbaugh's take, you'll have Hannity's take, you'll have all of that, which may be what you're more interested in.
Well, for the first hour, you don't even tune in for the first hour because the hot air senators will be all making their opening comments.
Right. I didn't realize that was going to happen, and we just heard that mentioned in the Fox News break at the top of the hour that they're going to be the lawmakers making their own opening statements. Now, why on earth do we need that?
Because
there's no reason to have that.
This is for them. This is so that they can sit up there and act like some big dog, that they know what they're trying to do. They're trying to get to the bottom of this conspiracy, this collusion.
Right.
And make it look good to their constituents.
It is so unnecessary that they would be making their own opening statements. So that's another reason to avoid at least the beginning hour or so of that testimony. That's what I hate about these hearings, is the show that the lawmakers are putting on for the folks back home.
Like those lawmakers yesterday in that hearing. Those guys, they were more interested in spouting off at the mouth rather than asking pertinent questions of those highly dignified gentlemen that were, run our intelligence agencies.
Right. We had the intelligence chiefs there. I think it was 4 of them that were testifying. And I'm sure if you watched any news yesterday, you saw the Maine Senator Angus King get upset.
Is there an invocation by the President of the United States of executive privilege? Is there or not?
Not that I'm aware of.
Then why are you not answering our
questions? Because I feel
questions?
it is inappropriate, Senator.
What you feel isn't relevant, Admiral.
Okay, what you feel isn't relevant. Now, and you pointed out to me earlier, they're probably going to be asking James Comey what he felt, though.
I wish that admiral had stood up and slapped that senator.
That has probably happened in our nation's history, but it's frowned upon in 2017, certainly. All right, traffic and weather together, and then we're right back here on the Uncle Henry Show.
Time-saver traffic from the Main Street Flooring and Design Traffic Center.
Well, it is not the number of accidents we've had this morning. It is the severity of them. All of these involve an injury, and unfortunately, one involves a fatality. This has occurred in Santa Rosa County at Highway 90 and Chumuckla Road. Roadway remains closed as authorities investigate that. Meantime, in Milton, Highway 87 remains closed near 8795 near the I-10 interchange. That's where a car hit a pole and a crash with injury in Mobile on Snow Road in Tanner Williams. I'm Ray Romero.
This report is brought to you by the T.J. Martell Foundation.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Church, asking you to join me in the fight against leukemia, cancer, and AIDS through the T.J. Martell Foundation. Your support helps facilitate cutting-edge research that will lead to more effective treatments and save more lives. Visit tjmartell.org to learn about music's promise for a cure.
First Alert Weather from WKRG News 5 and the Southern Cancer Center Weather Center.
Sunny and warm today with a high in the mid to upper 80s. We're looking at a slight chance of a shower, about a 5% chance, but contrast that with the 50, 60, 70% rain chances we've been seeing over the past week or so, and it looks pretty good out there. Tonight, clear skies, a low in the mid-60s. Tomorrow and Saturday look a lot like today. I'm meteorologist John Nodar with the News 5 First Alert Storm Team.
This report is brought to you by Unbound.
Right now, There are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at unbound.org.
This morning at 9, Ask the Expert. Then Rush at 11. Right now, it's Uncle Henry on News Radio 710 WNTM.
Uncle Henry Show, thank you for listening to the Uncle Henry Show. As we're an hour and 48 minutes away from the pontification of the James Comey testimony. Let's talk to Mike. Hello, Mike. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Roll Tide Row, bro.
Roll Tide Row!
I just wanted to ask a question, sir, and I'll hang up for your comments. Why aren't they investigating Mr. Podesto that allegedly has $35 million investment with Russia?
Well, I don't know. Probably because he's not Donald Trump.
Have a good day, on.
All right. Thank you, Mike, for your phone call. Email address, unclehenry@gmail.com. That's unclehenry@gmail.com. Yesterday, we got a taste of the Comey testimony when his opening statement was released to the media. And we got, depending on what cable channel you tuned into yesterday, you got lots and lots of analysis of what all of that meant. I checked in briefly with CNN last night, and the consensus on the panel, they were either saying that this is Watergate or worse than Watergate, and that Trump is crooked, or that Trump is clueless, that Trump doesn't know what he's doing, that he's incompetent. Now, Chris Christie, you may remember Chris Christie, New Jersey governor. He was asked about all of this on cable news last night. He said the president may simply have not realized how government works when he was talking with James Comey.
What you're seeing is a president who is now very publicly learning about the way people react to what he considers to be normal New York City conversation.
So that was New York City style conversation when he was asking James Comey, allegedly, if he could lift the cloud and leave Flynn alone, he's a good guy, that it's New York City style.
Yeah.
So those are the two things that were put forward yesterday. You had to pick. You were offered the choice. There was no third choice of that nothing went wrong and that there was no problem with Trump saying any of these things. You were given these two other choices. It was either crooked or he was just learning publicly. How did Chris Christie put it?
Very publicly learning about the way people react to what he considers to be normal New York City conversation.
Okay, that was just in New York City. That is normal conversation that you would have, where you would ask people, "Will you be loyal to me?"
We hadn't heard from Chris Christie in a while.
We haven't, no, and that is, and that's a nice the New York City style spin. That's how it is in New York. He just needs to learn how it is in Washington versus how it is in New York. We have more to come on the Uncle Henry Show. Please stick with the show as long as you can. Uncle Henry here with my real estate agent.
And my Violi, she says, baby.
manage that? How do your listings sell that much faster?
The condition of the house is right, it's priced right, and it's marketed to the buyers that are most likely going to want that property.
Sandy ends up selling 97% of all her listings, and at a price that's about 3% more than what the average agent gets. She does all of it with a 32-step home marketing plan that she's developed after years of experience. Call Sandy Frost at 251-604-6514 or look her up online at sandyfrost.com.
Journey, Neil Sean, Ross Valerie, Jonathan Kane, Steve Smith, Arnel Pineda. 2017 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees, Journey. Journey, the tour. With special guest, Asia. The Wharf Amphitheater, July 6th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com, the Wharf box office, or by phone, 1-800-745-3000. Journey, the Wharf Amphitheater, July 6th. For VIP packages and more, visit JourneyMusic.com. Part of the C Spire Concert Series. Produced by Red Mountain Entertainment.
Take care of your skin. See Dr. Thomas Bender at Advanced Dermatology and Skincare Center. Dr. Bender sees patients in Mobile, Daphne, and Bay Minette. Find out more online at AdvancedDermClinic.com.
Kyle is a dog trainer.
Okay, Sid. Good boy.
In his personal time, Kyle's a personal trainer.
1, 2, good.
Kyle knows how to get results, but when it comes to mortgages, he's less confident.
Guilty as charged.
Fortunately, there's Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. It's simple, so he can understand the details and know he's getting the right mortgage. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. Apply simply, understand fully, mortgage confidently. Go to rocketmortgage.com today.
Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
When smart businesses need to grow their team, they do it on the site proven to deliver. Indeed.com. According to an independent study, Indeed delivers 5 times more hires than any other job site, more hires than the rest combined. And right now we're giving new users a $50 credit to post a sponsored job, boosting your listing in relevant search results. Claim your $50 credit at Indeed.com/credit. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Terms, conditions, and quality standards apply.
Teach your kids about the dangers of drug abuse at the new interactive exhibit now at the Gulf Coast Explorium. Drugs, cost, and consequences. See an actual South American jungle cocoa processing lab and a recreated Afghan heroin factory. Plus, artifacts from the Twin Towers and Pentagon connecting the link between drugs and terrorism. Analyze brain scans in a simulated MRI machine to learn the science behind drug addiction. The DEA and the Gulf Coast Explorium present Drugs, Cost, and Consequences. Find out more at Explorium.com.
710 Time Saver Traffic from the Dean McCrary Porsche Traffic Center.
Well, it is not the number of accidents we've had this morning. It is the severity of them. All of these involve an injury, and unfortunately, one involves a fatality. This has occurred in Santa Rosa County at Highway 90 and Chumuckla Road. Roadway remains closed as authorities investigate that. Meantime, in Milton, Highway 87 remains closed near 8795 near the I-10 interchange. That's where a car hit a pole and a crash with injury in Mobile on Snow Road in Tanner Williams. I'm Ray Romero.
This report is brought to you by the Foundation for a Better Life.
When Marlon Shirley was 5, he lost his foot. Today, as the world's fastest amputee, he runs the 100 meters in less time than it takes to listen to this. Overcome it. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life.
First alert weather from WKRG News 5 and the Chemco Metal Buildings Weather Center.
I'm meteorologist John Nodar with the News 5 First Alert Storm Team. Easy commute this morning. Good visibility, light winds, and for a change, dry streets. Yeah, lots of sunshine should keep those streets dry today. There's about a 5% chance that a shower will find you. Otherwise, look for seasonable temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Clear skies tonight with a low in the 60s.
Roll Tide. This is the Uncle Henry Show on News Radio 710 WNTM.
Uncle Henry Show. Thank you for listening to the Uncle Henry Show here with John McNeil, MALFinancial.com. He's going to be here for several more hours.
Yes.
Coming up in about 30 minutes, your chance to win tickets to see Matchbox 20 live at the who? Live at the Wharf Amphitheater Friday, August 18th.
Is that a band? What? Matchbox 20.
Is that a band? Now, John McNeil asking, is Matchbox 20 a band? Let's listen briefly.
Matchbox 20. 20th anniversary tour.
20th anniversary tour. It's not too late, John McNeil. After 20 years, you're finally becoming, just like me, you and I are learning about Matchbox 20 on their 20th anniversary tour, and your chance to win tickets coming up in about 30 minutes here on the Uncle Henry Show. We have news coming up in about 10 minutes on the Uncle Henry Show. We've talked today about the James Comey testimony coming up today. The countdown clock continues. Let's talk to Mr. Byrd. Hello, Mr. Byrd. Hello! All right. Well, that was ridiculous.
Sounds like the Comey hearing.
Well, that's how I'll feel after watching the Comey hearing. Pete Ream, the Citizen of the Year. Pete, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Henry. How are y'all doing this morning?
Fantastic. How are you, Pete Ream?
I'm good. I'm calling though to take y'all to task a little bit this morning.
What about?
Well, I think you let old Joe Gomez. I thought he was an even keel guy, but he misrepresented Comey's pre-testimony a little bit there.
All right. Well, explain how.
Well, the one point which is debatable is this loyalty thing, and he was spinning it like everybody else did. That, he just wants loyalty. I think it's more cast in the, hey, we're under siege by the deep state here. We got intel, legal, everybody attacking us and leaking us. I need to know you're at least not doing that. I think that's really what was going on, but that's not the real one that he misspoke or misled is not true. He said that there was no surprises in the Comey testimony, stuff that we expected, the loyalty, and then the big one was, and that he asked him to stop investigating Mike Flynn. That is not true. That is not what's in his pre-testimony, and Joe Gomez was just propagating or continuing that propaganda that, he asked him to stop, to obstruct that Mike Flynn investigation, and that is not at all in the testimony, and it won't be in the testimony because if it is, then actually Comey's in trouble too, because if the president asked him that at that time, Comey should have reported it immediately or taken action. For him to go back and use it, put it in his political notes for use politically later.
Now, was the exact words were what? To let it go? What were the exact words about the Flynn investigation? Let it go?
I think nobody knows the exact words. Everybody says, well, he said something like let it go or whatever. The gist that I think the Trump administration is saying, look, we fired him. We hope you can see to let it go, meaning that, look, we fired him, but we're not after him. He was a good guy. We had a problem. We didn't think he did anything criminal. So it was more like that. It wasn't like, I need you to stop this right now. And I think that's what's going to come out in the testimony is none of that nonsense happened. And if it did, Comey's in as much trouble as anybody else for sitting on it to use as a political weapon later. But Gomez, he said it again. No surprises. It was in there that Trump asked him to stop the Flynn investigation. And that.
Well, the quote from I've got the quote from James Comey, and it's up for, and this is Comey's recollection, his side of the conversation. So you have to decide whether or not you believe Comey's recollection. And this is up to your interpretation or Mr. Gomez's. And the quote is, I hope you can see your way clear to letting this go, to letting Flynn go. He's a good guy. I hope you can let this go, end quote. So that's, you have your interpretation of it, and clearly Joe Gomez had a different one.
Well, I think Joe Gomez is spinning it, And you read that, and you're right, there is an ability to interpret that, but Comey testified about a month or so ago in front of Congress somewhere.
He said that no one had ever asked him to end an investigation.
That's right. So not only would he be in trouble for not reporting it then, he also perjures himself for what he testified to Congress.
Well, I'm sure that somebody's going to ask him about exactly what you're calling about. They're going to take the two things that I've just related to you and ask him to please explain how those two things fit together.
Right. And I agree. And I think at the end of the day, it's going to come out that there's nothing there, and there's nothing that can be prosecuted and nothing that can be pursued, but you're going to still have the leftists, and Joe Gomez apparently is part of that.
That would be probably not a correct assumption, but continue.
Okay, well, I hope it's not. But the media will continue to spin it that, well, we didn't get anything pursued, but we still need to investigate because we're pretty sure he impeded that investigation.
All right, Pete, out of time. Thank you. The high testosterone level once again apparent. Pete Ream, all of the vigor. I wished I had more Pete Ream style energy in my life. I need to check on the supplements, see what Pete Ream is taking. Maybe he's eating the Super Beets.
Super Beets.
Thank you, Pete Ream.
This is a Bloomberg Market Minute. Stock index futures are little changed to higher as investors eye Washington with ousted FBI Director James Comey testifying before Congress. S&P futures are up 2 points. NASDAQ futures are up 12. Dow futures are up 10. NYMEX crude is down 0.6% at $45.47 a barrel. This is the lowest level in a month after an unexpected rise in U.S. crude stockpiles cast doubt on OPEC's ability to rebalance world crude markets. Today's decline comes after oil fell 5.1% yesterday. The world's food bill is set to climb by the most in 6 years as imports and shipping costs increase, with some of the poorest nations being hardest hit. Food import costs will jump 11% to $1.3 trillion this year, according to a report from the UN. Today, we're also watching for the weekly update on jobless claims and the Bloomberg Consumer Comfort Index. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
Mercedes-Benz is a car like no other. We're offering leasing specials to fit any budget, only at Mercedes-Benz and Mobile. If you thought you couldn't afford a Mercedes, think again. Mercedes-Benz and Mobile has your lifestyle and budget in mind. Come and visit our showroom on Dolphin Street or go to mbmobile.com for details. When I say affordable, I really mean it. Only at Mercedes-Benz and Mobile.
You don't want to mess with the IRS. They have the power to garnish your paycheck, levy your bank accounts, and even take your home or business. That's all true. But thankfully, they're offering a way out. The Fresh Start Initiative. If you qualify, it could save you thousands. The experts at Optima Tax Relief will fight to get you the best possible tax settlement. And they have an A rating with the Better Business Bureau to prove it. Call Optima for your free consultation.
Call 800-960-1575. 800-960-1575.
710 Time Saver Traffic from the Main Street Flooring and Design Traffic Center.
The communities of Pace and Milton have certainly had their problems with high water this week, but the problems facing both of them now are a couple of separate accidents, both very large crashes. One of them, unfortunately, involves a fatality and has Highway 90 closed between Woodbine Road and West Spencerfield Road in Pace. You will be detoured through the area there. The crash in Milton has southbound Highway 87 closed at 8795. That's where a vehicle hit a pole. With Time Saver Traffic, I'm Ray Romero.
First Alert Weather from WKRG News 5 and the Southern Cancer Center Weather Center.
A great-looking start to what will be a great-looking day along the Gulf Coast. I'm meteorologist John Nodar with the News 5 First Alert Storm Team. Lots of sunshine in the morning hours. About a 5% chance of a shower finding you in the afternoon, with a daytime high seasonable in the mid to upper 80s. Tonight will be another moonlit night with a low in the mid-60s, and tomorrow looks a lot like today.
Good morning, I'm Jessica Taloni with WKRG News 5, coverage you can count on. An Alabama death row inmate is set to die tonight at Holman Prison in Atmore. Convicted murderer Robert Melson is scheduled to be executed at 6 o'clock unless the courts step in again. Melson fatally shot 3 Popeyes chicken employees in Gadsden in 1994. 12-year-old Naomi Jones died from asphyxiation, but her killer is still on the loose. In a press conference Wednesday, Escambia County Sheriff David Morgan said a social media app called Marco Polo likely played a role in her death.
There was some communication between her and individuals that access these applications and websites.
Investigators have 3 persons of interest in the case, but no suspects. All of Naomi's family has been cleared. Tonight, there is another candlelight vigil to be held at Olive Baptist Church in Pensacola. That vigil starts at 7 o'clock. The family asks that you bring a pink or white candle. With WKRG News 5, coverage you can count on, I'm Jessica Taloni.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. We know how the fired FBI Director James Comey plans to start his Senate Intelligence Committee hearing this morning with opening remarks already released.
The president told Comey he needed loyalty and asked him to go easy on former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, saying, according to Comey, the statement detailing a number of in-person and phone conversations also shows that Comey did tell President Trump a number of times that he was not personally under investigation. The president's lawyer released a statement saying the president feels completely and totally vindicated.
Fox's Rachel Sutherland in Washington. Another North Korean missile launch.
They flew about 120 miles, landing in waters where aircraft carriers USS Carl Vinson and USS Ronald Reagan maneuvered this week. South Korea saying the North may be trying to show off its strike capability.
Fox's Alistair Wanklin in our Asia Bureau. Fox News. We report, you decide.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In Game 3 of the NBA Finals, the Warriors beat the Cavaliers 118-113. Cleveland had a 6-point lead late, but Golden State closed out the game on an 11-0 run, highlighted by Kevin Durant's three-pointer. He finished with 31 points. Klay Thompson had 30 points, and Steph Curry had 26 points for Golden State as they improved to 15-0 this postseason. They lead Cleveland in the series 3-0. College football, Oklahoma head coach Bob Stoops unexpectedly stepped down after 18 seasons, 10 Big 12 titles, and a national championship. 33-year-old offensive coordinator Lincoln Riley has replaced him. Baseball in the National League, Marlins beat the Cubs 6-5, while the Brewers knock off the Giants 6-3. Milwaukee now is a game up on Chicago for first in the NL Central. Dodgers edge the Nationals 2-1. Clayton Kershaw gets his 8th win for L.A. Diamondbacks over the Padres 7-4. Zach Greinke gets his 8th win for Arizona. Reds beat the Cardinals 6-4. Braves hammer the Phillies 14-1.
It's Bass from Lazy Boy, and I had a friend who came in and said, I hate my living room. She said, it isn't loving and hugging on me. I said, why not? And she said, it's my fault. It's not Lazy Boy. But we fixed that, and now it's a wow. Lazy Boy.
If you're looking for a chiropractor, check out my chiropractor, Dr. Call, at Mobile Chiropractic Associates. You can call them at 251-341-1211. Online, chiroassociates.com.
If you want to work until you drop, reduce your standard of living in retirement, or lose more of your hard-earned money in the stock market, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to generate a steady, predictable income, I'm talking real wealth and financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. A free report is now available that reveals the money-making secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. It reveals how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and wealth-building power without risking your money in the Wall Street casino. To get your free special report, visit bankonyourself.com. That's bankonyourself.com.
I'm Uncle Henry, a customer of Heads Heating and Air Conditioning. I've used them for maintenance and for when my old system went out on me. Last year, I asked them to turn to the experts, Carrier, and replace my old natural gas furnace with a Carrier 95% high-efficiency unit. And so I had a cozy, warm home last winter with lower heating bills, and I'm looking forward to a cool home this summer with that new system. Carrier, high-efficiency natural gas, and Heads Heating and Air Conditioning make a great team. Did you know they've got financing available at 0% interest for up to 60 months? You can't beat 0% on a new system. What a great combo. Carrier, natural gas, Heads Heating and Air Conditioning, and financing at 0% interest for up to 60 months. So turn to the experts, Carrier, and call Heads Heating and Air Conditioning. The number is 251-653-7873. 251-653-7873. See if you qualify for that great deal on 0% interest.
It's Heating and Air Conditioning, where 3 heads are better than one.
your home for traffic and weather on the 9s every morning. This is News Radio 710 WNTM.
Uncle Henry Show. Thank you for listening to the Uncle Henry Show. Beautiful, beautiful day. Here with John McNeil, MALFinancial.com. We continue to watch the countdown clock for the Comey testimony that we will both avoid watching live, although we will read about it later. Now, throughout the day, updates on News Radio 710 WNTM about the Comey testimony, and of course, our people that host the shows will offer their analysis of what is said and what happens throughout the day. Coming up here in about 15 minutes after the Daily Reagan, we'll have your chance to win tickets to see Matchbox 20 live at the Wharf Amphitheater Friday, August 18th. Tickets go on sale this Friday. Your chance to win tickets before they go on sale coming up this morning.
That's a bunch of Matchbox cars. Is that what they 20 of them?
I don't know. I don't know the origin. I'm like you. They've been around their 20th anniversary tour, and I'm just hearing about them. So I don't know the origin of the name or anything about them. We're on a voyage of discovery together with Matchbox 20. Now, with the Comey testimony coming up today, I wonder, we know that we'll have Friday, Saturday, Sunday of analysis with people on cable television just rending their garments, gnashing their teeth, one way or the other. And then what?
They'll move on to something else.
I don't know that there's going to be anything else to it until the special counsel comes forward with whatever he comes forward with, and he's just now getting started. So this is going to be a lot of fireworks and then nothing.
Well, you're going to have them all. You're going to have those senators come out and say after this hearing today that they now have more questions than before.
Right.
You know, because Comey's going to say something and then not answer something. And
who else can we get to testify? We need some more of these hearings so that we can make more opening statements.
I would like to go back and start the Benghazi testimonies over again. There's something there. Well, there is there. I don't think there's any there with the Russians. There's
that, and there's Fast and Furious, and there's many other things that you could reopen like that. But I think you're absolutely right. They will say we have more questions. These are serious questions because this sure smells like Watergate. I heard the word Watergate yesterday more often than I think since it happened.
Right.
With excitement about it.
Yeah.
So you're right, John McNeil. Remember what John McNeil said today, that they will have more questions. They're going to be left troubled with more questions, and they'll be searching for new people to bring in so they can have new people to testify and ask them how they feel about all this.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have more opening statements. I did see that some representative yesterday was announcing that he was going to begin articles of if nobody else would do articles of impeachment, that he himself would begin drawing those up, just based on not the testimony today, but the build up to it.
Yes, and Maxine Waters is all behind it too. She's ready to impeach. That's the only purpose she's there. She said that my only purpose is to impeach Donald Trump.
It's nice to have a purpose.
Yeah.
More in just a moment on the Uncle Henry Show.
Traffic from the Dean McCrary Mazda Traffic Center.
Our biggest problem in Mobile is a crash that involved an overturned vehicle still working at Snow Road and Tanner Williams, but it does look like they're getting close to getting that scene clear. A couple of problems in Santa Rosa County this morning. The biggest one is in Pace, where a fatality accident has Highway 90 closed between Woodbine Road and West Spencerfield Road. And also in Milton, vehicle hit a pole. This has southbound Highway 87 closed at 8795. With Time Saver Traffic, I'm Ray Romero.
This report is brought to you by Compassion International. The future is bleak for a child living in poverty. No school, no dreams, no hope. But you can change all that when you become a Compassion Child sponsor. Just a little more than $1 a day brings hope. Find out how at compassion.com/radio.
First alert weather from WKRG News 5 and the Chemco Metal Buildings Weather Center.
Sunny and warm today with a high in the mid to upper 80s. we're looking at a slight chance of a shower, about a 5% chance, but contrast that with the 50, 60, 70% rain chances we've been seeing over the past week or so, and it looks pretty good out there. Tonight, clear skies, a low in the mid-60s. Tomorrow and Saturday look a lot like today. I'm meteorologist John Nodar with the News 5 First Alert Storm Team.
This report is brought to you by the T.J. Martell Foundation. Join the T.J. Martell Foundation in the fight against leukemia, cancer, and AIDS. Your support helps facilitate cutting-edge research that will lead to more effective treatments and save more lives. Visit tjmartell.org to learn more.
Traffic updates every 10 minutes on the 9s every morning. This is the Uncle Henry Show on News Radio 710 WNTM.
Uncle Henry Show, thank you for listening to the Uncle Henry Show. John McNeil is here, malfinancial.com. You can go to malfinancial.com and look at video of John McNeil's life, his intimate, behind-the-scenes life details of him with his family. You can look at the video at malfinancial.com. Angelo is with us from mobilebaycoins.com. Angelo, John McNeil is a Krugerrand lover.
Yes, he is.
He is. I don't want to reveal too much, but I do know that there have been Krugerrands involved with John McNeil. John McNeil, there are new silver Krugerrands.
Yes, I heard y'all talking about that the other day.
That have been issued as a commemorative item in a limited run.
Have you got some down there, Angelo?
We do. We've actually had 3 shipments of them so far, and I think this might even be my last shipment. My supplier said they're selling really quickly. It's the 50th anniversary, 1-ounce fine silver piece, and does have a small 50th anniversary privy mark on it. Comes with a certificate, and sort of cute. The certificate is it's a 1 in a million coin, since they're only going to release 1 million of them this year worldwide.
John McNeil, you've handled Krugerrands. Is there something now? Is there a reason why you like them over other chunks of gold on the planet?
No, it's just my father collected Krugerrands.
Oh, okay. So this is a family thing. This
Yes.
is something that the old man was involved with.
Yeah. So when he would basically every year he would give another Krugerrand to especially all the ladies in the family, and they'd make necklaces.
What a nice necklaces out of Krugerrands. Have you heard of such a thing, Angelo?
As a matter of fact, we have a lot of folks that have done things like that over the years. One thing I would warn, though, you don't really think about it, but a 1-ounce gold coin hanging from your neck is actually a pretty heavy necklace.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of people
Let's look at the posture of the McNeil women and see if it's been
There you
affected by the Krugerrand necklaces. Now, John McNeil had a granddaughter born yesterday, Evelyn Rose McNeil. Congratulations, John McNeil.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
So, a Krugerrand every year, John McNeil?
Well, I don't know. I may go
How
get
about a silver Krugerrand
I'm
every year?
thinking about coming and getting Evelyn Rose a silver Krugerrand. I think that would be good.
That is, a lot of families have traditions like that where they get certain dates and present those to the family. So, well, anyway, I just wanted to bring up the Krugerrand again because I knew that John McNeil. I didn't know the story behind it, though. I didn't know that your dad used to buy those and give those out as gifts. I've known people that have given out silver eagles as gifts at Christmas time and things like that. All right, well, Angelo.
Silver eagles are popular, and silver dollars as well.
All right, well, Angelo, you still have a few of the Krugerrands left, right?
We do. I have a few of the silver Krugerrands left in stock, and we recently picked up a large collection of old silver dollars. So if somebody wants to look at some of those, I've got plenty of those in stock right now as well.
All right, well, Angelo, have a great day at Mobile Bay Coins.
You two guys.
MobileBayCoins.com, 2204 Government Street in Midtown Mobile. And you gave the twins knives, correct?
Yeah, I had some knives that were made by a knife maker here in Mobile. Very attractive knives. And so when I got them, I took them down to Angelo, and they put the initials, my grandson's initials on the blade.
Now, in modern times, with gender roles as they are, will your granddaughter also be getting a designer knife?
Yes.
She will?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Fantastic. All right, when it's age appropriate, of course.
At least 2, maybe 3. years old.
We'll be back. Your chance to win Matchbox 20 concert tickets coming up after the Daily Reagan next.
There's no such thing as chemical weapons.
The Sean Hannity Show.
Listen,
Assad got rid of his chemical weapons.
Today at 2.
It's a message.
Get the message. News Radio 710, WNTM.
We're going to build a wall. It's going to be built.
President Trump's right. The Washington politicians, protected by their bodyguards, are fighting Trump's wall. Hey, we want a wall. I'm tired of politicians that don't care what we think. Big Luther Strange does. He's working with President Trump to build a wall and pay for it by cutting funds to sanctuary cities. Big Luther's an Alabama conservative, and like Trump, he's unafraid to fight Washington politicians. As our Attorney General, he sued Obama, stopped his amnesty plan. Now Big Luther and Jeff Sessions want to deport violent criminal aliens, drug dealers, gang members. That's just common sense. The NRA endorses Big Luther Strange. Big Luther stands with President Trump while politicians attack our president. That's why I'm with Big Luther Strange.
I'm Luther Strange, candidate for U.S. Senate. I approve this message.
Paid for by Strange for Senate.
Angelo's here from Mobile Bay Coins. Angelo, why do people collect coins?
Well, Uncle Henry, if you go way back in time, we're really all hunter-gatherers at heart. Some of us are hunters, and we're out there, ooh, and we want that big trophy.
We're out there, who?
Well, yeah, you think about it. Back in the day, you're out there hunting. You're hunting for food for the family. You're going to drag a deer or a moose or something back to the
So coins
cave.
are like moose?
They are. You want the biggest and best one to show off to your family and say, look at this moose. Look at this beautiful coin I got. This is the best one that's out there. And that is something you can put on the wall and show off and be impressive with.
So can you help me hunt and gather at Mobile Bay Coins?
We certainly can. Whether you want to hunt for the best coin for your collection that is going to be put on the wall and you're going to brag about it, or if you're a gatherer and you just want to have a big old pile of silver or gold there that you can show off to your family, we can help you make that happen.
It's all very primal. Hunting and gathering, coin collecting, Mobile Bay Coins, 2204 Government Street, Midtown Mobile. Look for them on Facebook.
Finding great candidates to hire can be, well, like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is different. It doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them. With its powerful technology, ZipRecruiter distributes your job everywhere it needs to be to find the right candidates. In fact, over 80% of jobs on ZipRecruiter get a qualified candidate in just one day. So, while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, only ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
Used by businesses of all sizes, ZipRecruiter offers the most qualified job candidates with immediate results. And right now you can try ZipRecruiter free. That's right, free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio offer. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio offer for your free trial. ZipRecruiter.com/radio offer.
You may not think about the sounds you hear every day, but somebody has. The voice in your phone.
How can I help you?
The effects in your video games. The sounds in your favorite movies. There are people and stories behind every one of them. I'm Dallas Taylor, host of 20,000 Hertz, a podcast bringing you the stories behind the world's most recognizable and interesting sounds. Search for 20,000 Hertz now on iHeartRadio.
710 Time Saver Traffic from the Main Street Flooring and Design Traffic Center.
Our biggest problem in Mobile is a crash that involved an overturned vehicle still working at Snow Road and Tanner Williams, but it does look like they're getting close to getting that scene clear. A couple of problems in Santa Rosa County this morning. The biggest one is in Pace, where a fatality accident has Highway 90 closed between Woodbine Road and West Spencerfield Road, and also in Milton, vehicle hit a pole. This has southbound Highway 87 closed at 8795. With Time Saver Traffic, I'm Ray Romero.
This report is brought to you by the T.J. Martell Foundation.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Church, asking you to join me in the fight against leukemia, cancer, and AIDS through the T.J. Martell Foundation. Your support helps facilitate cutting-edge research that will lead to more effective treatments and save more lives. Visit tjmartell.org to learn about music's promise for a cure.
First Alert Weather from WKRG News 5 and the Southern Cancer Center Weather Center.
I'm meteorologist John Nodar with the News 5 First Alert Storm Team. Easy commute this morning, good visibility, light winds, and for a change, dry streets. Yeah, Lots of sunshine should keep those streets dry today. There's about a 5% chance that a shower will find you. Otherwise, look for seasonable temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Clear skies tonight with a low in the 60s.
News? Check. Traffic and weather? Check. Opinions? Check. This is the Uncle Henry Show, only on News Radio 710 WNTM.
Thank you for listening to the Uncle Henry Show. Coming up, your chance to win tickets to see Matchbox 20 at the Wharf, August 18th. Before we get to the ticket giveaway, it's time for the Daily Reagan. The Daily Reagan, a presentation of SAD Healthcare, SAAD, sadhealthcare.com.
He wants to know, how did you get to become president?
Oh. Well, I think there are always some people that tell you whether you should try to do that or not. And this happened. I had been governor of California for 8 years. And on the basis of that there were people that thought that I should seek this particular job. And so I did. And was elected by the people to be president. And I have to tell you, it's a hard job. But it's also a very challenging and fulfilling thing to have an opportunity to do something that you think might help the people of our country.
The Daily Reagan, a presentation of SAD Healthcare, SAAD, sadhealthcare.com. We have news headlines coming up in less than 10 minutes from Fox and from WKRG. What a beautiful day it is. Now, your chance to win tickets to see Matchbox 20. Who is Matchbox 20?
20th anniversary tour.
20th anniversary, and I've never heard of them. It's never too late.
Never too late.
It's never too late. Matchbox 20 in concert, August 18th at the Wharf Amphitheater. Tickets go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. via Ticketmaster. Your chance to win the tickets before you can even buy them. With a game that I call Matchbox 20 or Not. I'm going to play you some music. All you've got to do is be the first caller to correctly tell me, is it Matchbox 20 or not? John McNeil won't even know.
No.
Because he's never heard of them.
I thought it was a bunch of cars we were going to have.
Let's listen. Is this Matchbox 20 or not?
I get out of bed. Is it warm in here? My throat feels dry. I'm starting to sweat now. I swear my voice used to be high. Try to keep on with my day, but when I stand up, I start to sway. They say
All right, look, I don't know that I can handle much more of Matchbox 20 or not. So is that Matchbox 20 or not? First caller with the correct answer wins. 479-2723. That's 251-479-2723. Matchbox 20 or not. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yes, who is this?
This is Sherry.
Sherry, is that Matchbox 20 or not?
I'm going to say no.
You're right.
I hope it's
Oh.
not.
You're right. That's not.
A hard one, but
That is not Matchbox 20. Well, Sherry, you've won tickets to see Matchbox 20. You're going to have to give us a couple of weeks because the tickets, they're not out yet because they haven't gone on sale. But give us a couple of weeks before you come pick them up.
okay, great. No problem.
All right, now, and we've got your telephone number. Ariel will call you back in a moment and get all of the info from you that we need for our paperwork. Can you can you explain to me and John McNeil who Matchbox 20 is?
Well, you would have to really experience them to understand that they have had great music for at least 20 years, and so I can't wait to see them. I've never seen them in concert, but I love all their songs.
Okay, so we would have to experience them.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Well, Sherry, I assume you're going to take Uncle Henry and me.
No.
to the concert.
No. She
Oh,
gets
what?
2 tickets, and she can take someone with her that enjoys.
Uncle Henry could go, or you could go, either way.
All right, well, sure, you're very kind, Sherry.
Very kind.
Thank you very much. Again, Ariel will be calling you back in a moment. Thank you.
try to keep on with my day.
I don't know that I want to go. No offense to Matchbox 20, but to each his own.
But that's not them.
That's somebody trying to be them.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so, and Ariel, I apologize. I've got the winner sheet, and I need to get it to Ariel here in a moment. Before we go on, earlier we announced that John McNeil's granddaughter was born yesterday. Congratulations to the McNeil family. They have a new granddaughter, Evelyn Rose McNeil, born yesterday at 7:45 in the morning. And I asked John McNeil, what is the correct age to take a child to their first Alabama game? And you said...
Well, you said at what age will they enjoy it? I think
Right.
at the age of 5, 6, 7, that age group, they kind of understand it. They enjoy it. They like, 110,000 people screaming and yelling.
Okay. Now, Chris and Loxley has sent an email. Subject line on the email is, I beg to differ. Email reads, Sarita attended the Mississippi State game this past season at age 2 years and 1 month and was totally into it, shaking her pom-pom, shouting Roll Tide, etc. And that email from 60-year-old Chris and Wes Loxley. So he believes 2 years and 1 month is an age you can take a baby to an Alabama game and they'll enjoy it.
Uh-huh. I think they'll enjoy it at any age because of all the activity. But to understand it and really get into it, I think, has to keep their attention for 5 hours, Uncle Henry.
That is a long time to do anything with a child.
Yes.
No matter what it is.
We've had people's guests sit with us in our seats, and they'll bring their little toddlers and little matchbox cars or trucks. And,
Right.
that kind of, and at halftime they're out of there, So,
That's the thing. It's
kind of like taking you to a game, and you
I did stay until almost the very end.
Well, I think you had to get out of town before the traffic started because you drove back to Mobile, I think.
Right, but yes, it's different when you take a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old.
Yes.
That is a long attention span event for most children. All right, we still have several hours to go here on this radio station with John McNeil, McNeil Aaron's Lambert Financial Group. Will Virginia McNeil O'Brien be coming in today?
She will, and after the top of the hour, we'll share a little story about the Magic Bank account.
The Magic Bank account. In fact, let's do that at 20 past.
Good.
So we'll have time to fit in the Magic. Wouldn't we all like to have one?
You'll love this.
I'd like one where you do not have to deposit and yet can withdraw anytime you want. I'm sure that's not the point of your story.
It kind of is.
Whoa! All right, well, look. That's coming up in about 20 minutes on the Uncle Henry Show. Please stick with us.
From Metallica here.
This is Lars.
It's iHeartRadio.
Hi, this is Angus Young from AC/DC on iHeartRadio.
Open up the free iHeartRadio app right now and type in your favorite artist name to make a custom station based on all their biggest hits. Free!
Hey, this is Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top.
This is Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones.
All your favorite music, all your favorite stations, all free.
Download our free iHeartRadio app or listen online at iHeartRadio.com.
At Mercedes-Benz Mobile, servicing the customer always comes first. If your Mercedes is in need of repair or general maintenance, come see us at our state-of-the-art service center on Dolphin Street. Our highly certified auto technicians are equipped with the latest tools and technologies to take care of your Mercedes or any other luxury vehicle, including Lexus, BMW, Audi, and Jaguar. Give your car a little TLC and visit our service center at 3060 Dolphin Street today. Mercedes-Benz Mobile, doing our part to keep you moving forward.
Let me surprise you with an interesting fact. You ready? Of all the media options today, AM/FM radio reaches the most people each week. Yeah, you heard me right. Radio is the leader. AM/FM. 93% of Americans listen to AM/FM radio every week. That's bigger than TV, newspapers, even Google and Facebook. If you're a marketer and you need to improve your plans, remember, radio.
The 1,200,000 women and men of Rotary have accomplished extraordinary things. They've taught millions of people to read, worked toward world peace, and have nearly eradicated a crippling childhood disease from the face of the planet. But each of those 1,200,000 women and men know they could accomplish so much more if only they were 1,200,001. Find out what an impact one person can make. Learn about Rotary at Rotary.org.
Your home for traffic and weather on the nines every morning. News Radio 710 WNTM, Mobile, and iHeart Radio Station 99.9 WMXC HD3 Mobile. 710 Time Saver Traffic from the Dean McCrary Volvo Traffic Center.
Our big accident of the morning in Mobile has now cleared. This occurred at Snow Road near the intersection with Tanner Williams. Road was blocked for a while to remove an overturned vehicle. That has now happened, and traffic is moving better there once again. Still looking at our major accident in Pace. Unfortunately, this involved a fatality and has Highway 90 closed between Woodbine Road and West Spencerfield Road. Traffic is still being detoured through the area. Also, southbound Highway 87 closed at 8795 in Milton due to an accident there. I'm Ray Romero.
This report is brought to you by LifeLock. Some mornings, opening your eyes is hard, but LifeLock's eyes are already open to a wide range of identity threats. Stuff you can't see by just monitoring your credit. If something happens, U.S.-based specialists can work to fix it. Go to LifeLock.com, use promo code RISK, save 10%.
First Alert Weather from WKRG News 5 and the Chemco Metal Buildings Weather Center.
A great-looking start to what will be a great-looking day along the Gulf Coast. I'm meteorologist John Nodar with the News 5 First Alert Storm Team. Lots of sunshine in the morning hours. About a 5% chance of a shower finding you in the afternoon, with a daytime high seasonable in the mid to upper 80s. Tonight will be another moonlit night with a low in the mid-60s, and tomorrow looks a lot like today.
Will the hearing live up to the hype? I'm Dave Anthony. Fox News. We're an hour away from the FBI director President Trump controversially fired, testifying at the Senate. The ranking Democrat on the Intel Committee will reference Watergate in his opening remarks. Then it's James Comey's turn.
Comey will describe memos he drafted after a few meetings with President Trump, a practice he felt compelled to do, he'll say in his opening remarks, after his first one-on-one with the then president-elect in January. Comey says meetings included a request for loyalty. Comey says he offered instead honesty and an ask from the president to let go of any investigation into former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn.
Fox's Jared Halpern at the Senate. A Trump lawyer says the president feels totally vindicated that Comey confirms the president was not under investigation about Russia. Fox's Rachel Sutherland has other pre-hearing reaction live from Washington.
Despite frustrations with Attorney General Jeff Sessions over the travel ban and the Russia probe, President Trump does not intend to fire Sessions, according to Bloomberg News. Aides reportedly warned.
Republican Lindsey Graham told Fox and Friends,
I'm convinced that the president did not obstruct justice, and so is Mueller, or Comey wouldn't be testified.
referring there to Robert Mueller, special counsel investigating Russia. Senate Intelligence Committee Vice Chair Democrat Mark Warner released his prepared statement, calling the way Comey was fired utterly shocking. Dave.
Rachel already apologized in public. Now Montana Congressman-elect Greg Gianforte does it on paper.
Republican Greg Gianforte issuing an apology letter Wednesday saying that he plans to donate money to a journalism advocacy organization that is a part of a settlement agreement with a Guardian newspaper reporter that he's accused of assaulting ahead of the state's special election May 24th.
That's Fox's Jeff Manasso. The reporter has agreed not to sue Gianforte and won't object to Gianforte entering a no contest plea to a misdemeanor assault charge. Fox News, fair and balanced.
Good morning, I'm Jessica Taloni with WKRG News 5, coverage you can count on. An Alabama death row inmate is set to die tonight at Holman Prison in Atmore. Convicted murderer Robert Melson is scheduled to be executed at 6 o'clock unless the courts step in again. Melson fatally shot 3 Popeyes chicken employees in Gadsden in 1994. 12-year-old Naomi Jones died from asphyxiation, but her killer is still on the loose. In a press conference Wednesday, Escambia County Sheriff David Morgan said a social media app called Marco Polo likely played a role in her death.
There was some communication between her and individuals that access these applications and websites.
Investigators have 3 persons of interest in the case, but no suspects. All of Naomi's family has been cleared. Tonight, there is another candlelight vigil to be held at Olive Baptist Church in Pensacola. That vigil starts at 7 o'clock. The family asks that you bring a pink or white candle. With WKRG News 5, coverage you can count on, I'm Jessica Taloni.
Greta is a drill instructor.
Move, move, move!
Yes, ma'am! When it comes to training lean, mean fighting machines, she doesn't mess around.
Drop and give me 3,000! $100,000.
But when it comes to getting a mortgage, Greta's less confident.
I got nothing.
Fortunately for Greta, there's Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. It's simple, so she can understand the details and know she's getting the right mortgage. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. Apply simply, understand fully, mortgage confidently. Go to rocketmortgage.com today.
Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org number 3030.
When you're hiring for a growing business, you don't need lots of candidates. You need the right candidates. You need Indeed.com. With an algorithm that positions your job post where quality candidates are, and screener questions that help you zero in on the best talent. Indeed.com, the site proven through an independent study to deliver 5 times more hires than any other. New users claim your $50 credit for a sponsored job at Indeed.com/credit. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Terms, conditions, and quality standards apply.
From the Mercedes-Benz of Mobile Studios, this is the Uncle Henry Show on News Radio 710 WNTM.
Uncle Henry Show, thank you for listening to the Uncle Henry Show here on News Radio 710 WNTM. 99.5 FM The Jag. You can also watch on Facebook on the News Radio 710 WNTM Facebook page. Today there's something to look at. That's John McNeil. Nicely dressed here. MALfinancial.com is the website. And as the show moves forward, maybe you'll get to look at Virginia McNeil O'Brien. Maybe you'll get to look at Ed Aarons.
But I'm here.
Yeah, well, you're here. And of course... And you'll notice that you're the one that you get your own camera.
Yeah.
You don't have to share a camera with anybody.
That's right.
Coming up in about 15 minutes, John McNeil will share with us the story of the magic bank account.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, we're still in the countdown. We're less than an hour away from the Comey testimony, which the beginning of you're not going to want to watch because it's going to be pontification from lawmakers as they make their own opening statements. I want to share with you just briefly something we haven't talked about yet today. In Bloomberg Politics, Bloomberg News did come out with a story about Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General of Mobile, Alabama, saying that the president has no intention of firing Jeff Sessions, despite the tension, the frustration that apparently is there. This is according to 2 White House officials who spoke on condition of anonymity to discuss all of this. So you can believe this or not with the understanding that these are people that are not on the record. They are they're alleging that the president has been frustrated and angry on a few occasions with Jeff Sessions, but he will not let him go. In fact, the story says that President Trump's associates have been encouraging him, urging him to keep Jeff Sessions on the job. Now, the reason I think there might be something to this whole tension thing is earlier this week, the president was tweeting about what he thought the Justice Department should be doing. And I thought that was very unusual because you'd think he could just pick up the phone and say, hey, this is what you ought to do. Instead, he was tweeting it.
Has he tweeted today?
He has not tweeted today. Oh, I've got my eye on it. I'm watching.
You played the Reagan, as you do every day.
Yes, the Daily Reagan.
The Daily Reagan. If we had had Twitter back during Reagan's time, do you think he would have been tweeting?
He would not have been tweeting.
The great communicator. He would just say it.
Now I say he wouldn't have been tweeting. We know that he would have loved Facebook Live.
Oh, yeah.
He would have loved that.
Oh, yeah.
He would have been on Facebook Live a lot.
Just like you.
Well, he did the radio address, and a lot of those are on YouTube for you to go watch. Had YouTube existed then, he might have done a weekly YouTube address. He was great at it.
Yes.
He was great at it.
You do a daily YouTube. You're pretty good, Uncle Henry.
Well, I'm still, I'm like, 15 years behind on YouTube?
you just started tweeting.
Still not on Instagram. All right, back in a moment.
710 Time Saver Traffic from the Main Street Flooring and Design Traffic Center.
The communities of Pace and Milton have had more than their fair share of trouble with high water this week, but this morning it's not the water, it's more traditional traffic problems, like a couple of major accidents. One of them involves a fatality and is Highway 90 closed between Woodbine Road and West Spencerfield Road in Pace. Also in Milton, still seeing the closure of southbound Highway 87 just south of the I-10. That's where a vehicle struck a pole. I'm Ray Romero.
First Alert Weather from WKRG News 5 and the Southern Cancer Center Weather Center.
Sunny and warm today with a high in the mid to upper 80s. We're looking at a slight chance of a shower, about a 5% chance, but contrast that with the 50, 60, 70% rain chances we've been seeing over the past week or so, and it looks pretty good out there. Tonight, clear skies, a low in the mid 60s. Tomorrow and Saturday look a lot like today. I'm meteorologist John Nodar with the News 5 First Alert Storm Team.
This report is brought to you by LifeLock. Some mornings, opening your eyes is hard, but LifeLock's eyes are already open to a wide range of identity threats. Stuff you can't see by just monitoring your credit. If something happens, U.S.-based specialists can work to fix it. Go to LifeLock.com, use promo code RISK, save 10%.
Mobile's News Radio, 710 WNTM. Your home for Rush every weekday at 11. This is the Uncle Henry Show on News Radio 710 WNTM.
Welcome back to the Uncle Henry Show. In 10 minutes, John McNeil will share with us the story of the Magic Bank account. So you may want to gather your little children. They're out of school now, so you could gather the little children around the radio.
This would be good for children.
Or the Facebook Live video or the YouTube video and have them gather around and hear the story of the Magic Bank account. I was looking through news items as we wait for James Comey's testimony to begin. And one of the headlines is, this is exactly how it's worded. Trump will be watching Comey just like the rest of us. So that is the headline. And the story is, in essence, that the schedule is clear so that the White House, including the president, can watch the testimony and also respond rapidly.
I hope they take this cell phone out of his hand. I hope he doesn't tweet.
It's going to be something to watch Donald Trump's tweet. I'm watching, and so far, no tweets yet this morning. And if he doesn't tweet, it will be noted. People will be saying, hey, look, no tweets. But can he resist tweeting during the testimony? I bet there will be a tweet when it's over about nothing, like it was all nothing. See, told you so type of thing.
I would, if I were him, and nobody listens, he doesn't listen to anybody, but he ought to tweet during the testimony about something having nothing to do with the testimony. Tweet about the wall. You know, announce his GoFundMe where you pay $10, you get your name on a brick, and we build the wall out of bricks. That would be very exciting. I'd donate one in your honor.
Well, thank you.
I'd have your name on a brick.
I would donate one. We could get one for your granddaughter.
That's what I'm going to get Evelyn Rose. Is a brick and a silver Cougaran.
I wonder what could he tweet? What other topic other than the wall could he tweet about during the Comey testimony?
He could just tweet out "Roll Tide."
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Or maybe that he supports Jeff Sessions. I'd appreciate something like that being tweeted during that.
Yeah, y'all were talking yesterday about Jeff Sessions, and if Trump was going to fire Jeff Sessions, I hope he does it now so he can come back down here and run for Senate again.
Yeah, that would throw everything into chaos because most voters would say, let's go ahead and put Sessions back in there.
Yeah,
and abandon
Luther.
Whatever, all of this stuff that is coming up, not just Luther. In fact, I'm starting to get, the governor's race is not this year. It's not this November, it's next November. And I'm already getting communications from people running for governor that want to come on and talk about running for governor.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. Can you give us a hint?
Well, there's no, look, I'm telling them,
leak it out. What?
No, it's nothing, there's nothing surprising. It's not people that haven't announced, but my response is, hey, why don't you get in touch with me like during the year the election happens.
Yeah, wait till after 2018.
Yes. Can we get into January of 2018 before we have to deal with the governor's race? Because we still haven't really gotten underway with the full campaigning for the special Senate election that is coming up. I've had about all the politics that I could take for a lifetime, and it looks like we're in for continuous elections for the next 2 years.
I hate it. I hate getting into election season.
Well,
I look forward to hurricane season more than I do election season.
When we come back, we're going to take a break. When we come back, the magic bank account, as related to us by John McNeil. That's next on the Uncle Henry Show.
Matchbox 20 20th Anniversary Tour. Friday, August 18th, the Wharf Amphitheater. One incredible night filled with 2 decades of hits. With special guest Matt Nathanson. Friday, August 18th, the Wharf Amphitheater. Matchbox 20, live in concert. Reserve seat tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. Online at Ticketmaster.com or the Wharf Box Office, part of the C-Spire Concert Series, produced by Red Mountain Entertainment. Don't miss your chance to see Matchbox 20 live 20th Anniversary Tour.
This is Uncle Henry. I want to tell you about Dr. Thomas Bender and Advanced Dermatology and Skincare Center. We love living on the Gulf Coast. We love all the fun activities, the fishing, the golf. But years of being out in the elements, well, that can accelerate damage to your skin. That can accelerate the aging process of your skin. Dr. Bender can help you with that. Dr. Bender is a board-certified dermatologist. He provides the latest innovations in medical skincare and cosmetic skincare, and he also has all the latest technology. He's got 3 convenient locations, Mobile, Daphne, and Bay Minette. You can find out more about Dr. Bender and all of the services he provides by going online. The website is advanceddermclinic.com. That's advanceddermclinic.com. You can make an appointment there online, or you can call for your appointment. The number is 251-631-3570. That's Advanced Dermatology and Skincare Center. For the best home theater design, equipment, and installation, call TSI Alarms and Audio. Call 251-662-0500 or visit them online at thetsigroup.com. That's TSI Alarms and Audio.
Finding great candidates to hire can be, well, like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is different. It doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them. With its powerful technology, ZipRecruiter distributes your job everywhere it needs to be to find the right candidates. In fact, over 80% of jobs on ZipRecruiter get a qualified candidate in just one day. So, while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, only ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
Used by businesses of all sizes, ZipRecruiter offers the most qualified job candidates with immediate results. And right now you can try ZipRecruiter free. That's right, free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio offer. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio offer for your free trial. ZipRecruiter.com/radio offer.
Hey there. This is Dr. Vanessa Marie Perry, the host of the Love Right Unplugged podcast on iHeartRadio, where we interview the top relationship experts, coaches, matchmakers, therapists, and couples. The podcast provides advice, tips, and inspiration to singles and couples on how to develop and maintain a healthy relationship. Check us out weekly. Search for Love Right Unplugged on iHeartRadio.
710 Time Saver Traffic from the Dean McCrary Audi Traffic Center.
The communities of Pace and Milton have had more than their fair share of trouble with high water this week, but this morning it's not the water, it's more traditional traffic problems, like a couple of major accidents. One of them involves a fatality, and it's Highway 90 closed between Woodbine Road and West Spencerfield Road in Pace. Also in Milton, still seeing the closure of southbound Highway 87 just south of the I-10. That's where a vehicle struck a pole. I'm Ray Romero.
This report is brought to you by Always Money. Always Money is the best place to get a title loan. Get up to $10,000 with a clear title to your car. More money in your pocket and low rates. Visit alwaysmoney.com for the store nearest you. Subject to approval.
First Alert weather from WKRG News 5 and the Chemco Metal Buildings Weather Center.
I'm meteorologist John Nodar with the News 5 First Alert Storm Team. Easy commute this morning. Good visibility, light winds, and for a change, dry streets. Yeah. Lots of sunshine should keep those streets dry today. There's about a 5% chance that a shower will find you. Otherwise, look for seasonable temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Clear skies tonight with a low in the 60s.
We love Nick Saban. Just wanted to get that out of the way. This is the Uncle Henry Show on News Radio 710 WNTM.
Uncle Henry Show, thank you for listening to the Uncle Henry Show. Beautiful, beautiful day. We have news headlines coming up in about 10 minutes here with John McNeil. McNeil Aaron's Lambert Financial Group. He's going to be here for several more hours.
Really?
And we have promised that John McNeil will now tell us a story. John McNeil, you're going to tell us the story of the Magic Bank account.
The Magic Bank account. Gather the little children around the microphone. Here we go. Uncle Henry, imagine that you had won the following prize in a contest. Each morning, your bank would deposit $86,400 in your private bank account for your use. However, this prize has rules. First rule, everything that you didn't spend during each day would be taken away from you. You may not simply transfer money into some other account. You may only spend it. Each morning upon awakening, the bank opens your account with another $86,400 for that day. The bank can end the game without warning anytime. It can say game over. It can close the account and you will not receive a new one. What would you do personally, Uncle Henry? You would buy anything and everything you wanted, right? Not only for yourself, but for all the people you love and care for, even for people you don't know, because you couldn't possibly spend it all on yourself each day. You would try to spend every penny and use it all because you knew it would be replenished in the morning, right?
Right.
Actually, this game is real. Shocked? Each of us has already won this prize. You see, we just can't see it. The prize is time. Each morning, we awaken to receive 86,400 seconds as a gift of life. And when we go to sleep at night, any remaining time is not credited to us. What we haven't used up that day is forever lost. Yesterday is forever gone. Each morning the account is refilled, but the bank can close your account at any time without warning. So what will you do with your 86,400 seconds? Those seconds are worth so much more than the same amount in dollars. Think about it and remember to enjoy every second of your life, because time races by so much quicker than you think. Take care of yourself, be happy, love deeply, and enjoy life. Here's wishing you a wonderful and beautiful day. Start spending it and have fun. And remember, Uncle Henry, this is the day the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad in it. Don't complain about growing old. Some people don't get that privilege. So the Magic Bank account, Uncle Henry, we each have one every day, 86,400 seconds. Don't waste 14,400 of them, 4 hours starting in 36 minutes watching James Comey get grilled. But, you know, we think about money, we think about time, and people say time is money, but time is so much more important. It doesn't matter how much money you have if you don't have time to enjoy it. So it's just a short story talking about the benefits or the value of time. Don't waste it. 86,400 seconds is all you have every day. So
I'm so glad that you shared that on the show. That's the best thing that we've had on the show. Certainly today, maybe in weeks or months or years. The fantastic.
It's so simple, isn't it?
It is so simple. It is so simple. You're living that today. You're going to spend some time with your grandkids.
I am. I'm babysitting my twin grandsons, 7 years old, because they kind of feel left out now that,
They have a new baby in the family.
Yeah, you know how it is. The attention goes to the new baby. So I'm taking them fishing this afternoon.
A great use of your bank account.
That's right. And unlike the story, any seconds spent fishing are not taken away. You just doesn't take away from your life. So they enjoy fishing. We'll get out on Mobile Bay, a beautiful day like today.
The best caller to follow up the Magic Bank account story is JP. Hello, JP.
Good morning to all of you. It's a very interesting program. John, thanks for that great story.
Thank you, JP.
What came to my mind was not only the newer members of the family and so forth, but maybe some older members. Age is not really the consideration, but somebody we may have to some degree neglected or just hadn't gotten together with, whatever. So anyway, I started to play this song, It's a Sin to Tell a Lie, by, I forget the guy's name. He was born in Tampa, and he died just 4 years ago at the age of 90. Anyway, whatever I did, I have ended up asking Alexa, stop. Alexa, play It's a Sin to Tell a Lie. That's what I ended up doing something wrong here, and I got the wrong song. Anyway, if you got a few seconds, I think
it sounds like Alexa is rebelling against you.
It sounds like she's playing some Madonna or something.
I think she doesn't. I think she realizes how old I am, and she wants me to forget about my age, or wants to play something to see if I know what's going on. Anyway,
that sounds like Matchbox 20 you're playing there.
Woo! Man, it's getting hot here. Hey guys, I'll try to do better tomorrow. Another day.
That's okay. I love hearing you talk to Alexa.
I like to say one thing about adding to whatever comments John had. Eat your right food, collard greens, sweet potatoes, leafy green vegetables, and so on down the line, and get some exercise. And thank God, from whom all blessings flow. You guys have a great day, everybody. God bless you. Love you. Bye.
A couple of days ago, President Trump tweeted, "The fake media is working so hard trying to get me not to use social media. They hate that I can get the honest, unfiltered message out." At the daily press briefing, Sean Spicer was asked about the tweet. Spicer said that Trump is the most effective messenger of his agenda and has about 110 million followers on social media. The Washington Post ran a snarky article. They said, no, Donald Trump does not have 110 million people following him on social media. They claim that Trump only has 93 million followers, while admitting not all social media sites release their figures. The Post then said even if Spicer's numbers are right, he would still be wrong. First, because many people have multiple social media accounts, and second, some followers on social media sites are robots or bots. Man, is that fascinating. To discredit President Trump, the Washington Post finally admits that social media sites like Twitter are impacted by fake followers, robots, algorithms designed to make one or two people look like thousands. These bots are a favorite tool of leftist activists. They use them to pressure advertisers when boycotting conservative shows. They also use them to make liberal causes seem much more popular than they really are. But until now, the drive-by media has never seen fit to expose them. It's curious, isn't it? I tell you, Trump has them upside down and backwards and forwards. Owning land in this great country of ours, that's one of our most precious rights. And when it comes to taking care of the land you own, you want the best tools. And that's where my friends at Mahindra come in.
Mahindra makes the toughest tractors.
Welcome. Hey, Facebook. Hey, Facebook. There's several of you watching on Facebook. What a blessing that is. Good morning to Roger Bird. Good morning to Cyrus. Good morning to Donna. Good morning to all of you watching on Facebook. Cyrus, I wonder how popular that name is for new babies, Cyrus. I'm not saying anything about the name. I'm just saying, I wonder how popular that is. Tomorrow, we're scheduled to have longtime caller Freddie show up on the Uncle Henry Show. So if you tune in tomorrow morning really early, hoping for in-depth analysis of the Comey testimony, it may be weirder than what you're used to, with Freddie offering his analysis of that and many other things. And good morning to Brenton Odom, the man complaining from Orlando, Florida. Good morning, Brenton Odom. Let's see. Here's a story I have not mentioned today yet, because I couldn't figure out where to put it in the show. But I saw on the NOLA.com, John McNeil, I'm just talking to the people on Facebook. We're not on the radio again yet. But I saw on the New Orleans website, NOLA.com, some university people went out that study microbes, and they decided to analyze the puddles of water on Bourbon Street.
Oh, golly.
To find what was in the puddles of water on Bourbon Street.
Why would you want to know?
Well, you know what? If you work for a university and all you do is study microbes and germs, I guess that's exciting because it's the germiest. Where else are you going to go that's going to be that germy?
You're right. What did they find?
Well, let's.
This is a family show. Now.
They found a lot of stuff that indicates that the puddles have a lot of animal manure matter.
Well, you got the
swirling,
horses riding down.
Yes, and that's what they found. They said that Bourbon Street is unique in the country in that even if it's not rainy, there are still always standing puddles of water due to the sea level of the town, the way the poor drainage.
That plus the street sweepers come through every night.
Right. And so they're as nasty as you would imagine.
Ugh.
They're very nasty. That is something that you do not want to trip and fall when you're walking down Bourbon Street into one of those puddles. And if you do, you need to go and get a shower.
A shot.
You
need to go get a shot.
You need to really be aware of that. You
Yeah.
need to be aware of that. That it's as nasty as you might imagine. It's as nasty as you might imagine.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking into it.
It's one of those jobs where you think
probably need to have a Senate hearing on
the puddles.
On the
what
puddles.
what do we do about the dangers of the puddles? That's it's been a long time since I've been to New Orleans. Do you go often?
No, we used to go, but we don't go as often as we used to.
Wow, two at the same time.
Right.
Virginia McNeil O'Brien and Ed Aarons both joining the show at the same simultaneous entry on the Uncle Henry Show. And this, since we're just here on Facebook, we'll have a chance to adjust the cameras and all of that. Ariel, can you show me what the camera shot looks like?
Oh, there we go.
All right, we're going to, and you're both just about okay in that position there. Very good.
Yeah, that
Very
worked out
good. How was the drive in, Ed Aarons?
It was great.
Okay,
very,
well, good.
Very nice. It wasn't raining.
That is impressive. I guess
Yeah.
it's been a rough drive in the last few days.
It has, but it's beautiful this morning.
Yes, indeed.
And listen to some good stuff, John. That was good.
The Magic Bank account?
The Magic Bank account.
Yeah.
Excellent.
In Virginia McNeil O'Brien, I heard that your brother is moving back to the country from Central America.
Yes.
Are you going to get him to move into your neighborhood?
I've already sent him some links to a couple houses that are for sale in there.
Because the house next door to me is for sale.
I sent him that link. And I've never been in that house, and there weren't a lot of pictures of the inside of the house. But he's gonna start looking, and we're excited. We're excited to have him back. It's been really almost 12 years really since he's actually lived in Mobile, with him being in the Marines and being stationed and elsewhere, and then living in Central America with that job. So we're very excited about that.
Yeah, we've also been talking this morning about Evelyn Rose, your new niece.
I know. It's been an exciting week. That's for sure. Yep, really exciting week at the McNeil household, that's for sure.
Yeah, a lot of things going on.
Mm-hmm.
Using up all of those seconds.
Yeah.
Right.
Was it 86,000 seconds?
I have just messed up my seconds, Ed Aarons. I have really wasted my seconds. I really have. I need to do a better job. I'm inspired.
Yeah.
I'm inspired.
It's not easy to manage your seconds.
It is. Well, you get lazy. You don't, because you're all accomplished individuals. But I sit there and I end up watching 10 minutes of CNN. Those 10 minutes are gone forever.
They're gone.
They're gone forever.
You think, okay, 86,400 seconds, you think that's a lot, but it goes by fast.
All right, look, we're back on the radio. Welcome back to the Uncle Henry Show. John McNeil has been here all morning long from MALFinancial.com. I want to welcome back Ed Aarons, the Marine. Ed Aarons, good morning to you.
Good morning, Uncle Henry.
And Virginia McNeil O'Brien.
Good morning.
Now, earlier this morning, we were talking with Ariel. Ariel, please join us, because Ariel, Virginia McNeil O'Brien, has been taking a class. Ariel, I want you to explain to Virginia McNeil O'Brien the class that you're taking.
Okay, now it's called Pole Fitness. It is. Yeah. See. Okay. So
it's very in.
It's very in
Very
right now, and there are a lot of women who take it. Professional women, mothers. This is not a dirty class.
No.
Regardless of what you have been told, it's not a dirty class at all. In fact, it is more like acrobatics, and it requires a bunch of upper body strength. Like, I'm sitting here now trying to stretch because my back is killing me.
You have to be like a trapeze artist, apparently. Like, you have to be like a very, very strong. Like, the average, even like a fit person can't just go and do that. I mean, it's apparently it is like, I know people that have taken it before.
Now, you do. Now let's examine this, because John McNeil and I both shocked at Ariel, the preacher's daughter, getting involved in pole dancing.
It's not. It's
not pole dancing.
Fitness.
It's pole, listen, I know several very good friends of mine
very good
friends of mine who. Preacher's daughters, sure. Yeah, it doesn't really. It's not dirty. It's not this, like.
Thank you, Virginia.
I'm trying to think of a good comparison of it. Yeah, it sounds like it would be some dirty, thing. It's not. It's very hard. It's very challenging, apparently. Like these people that are very fit, work out every day, do all the CrossFit and think they go to this and they can't hardly hold themselves up, because it's. Like, you kind of have a lot of respect for people that do that professionally, because they have to be pretty strong.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
I mean,
We have respect
for their strength.
For the people on the pole.
You have a respect for their strength, I guess. I'm not,
okay.
you know what I mean.
It takes certain technique to get
Ariel
up
can
there.
now qualify to go to the Joe Jefferson Players and be in their show currently.
Oh, they have that in their show.
They
Have
have
you
a
been to
couple
it?
of pole dancers, yeah.
I
You've
can't
been
wait.
to that?
We were there this past weekend.
Wow. Okay. What is your review? Well, look, I want to get your review when we come back from the break on that show, because I know somebody that's on the show, and she happens to be one of the people on the pole. Yes, ScottyWhite.com, the lady that works on that website. But Virginia, your friends, when they told you about being on the pole, was it secretive? Like, don't tell anybody, but I'm taking the pole dancing class, or were they open?
Oh no. Ariel, is there a place here in Mobile that does it?
Yes, there's two places.
Oh, okay. Because the people I know, they did it in New Orleans. There's a place in New Orleans. And
Well, there you go.
They had to leave town to do it.
But I mean, I don't know that they would want me, saying their name on national or regional radio. But I mean, they would. I'm sure they told their moms. I mean, I don't.
Oh, they did. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, look.
It's not. Again, it's not a dirty thing.
All right.
Told ya.
All right. Thank you, Ariel, and thank you, Virginia McNeil O'Brien. Again, Virginia McNeil O'Brien's friends left town to take the pole dancing class.
Delays are quickly growing now on the eastbound side of Airport Boulevard, approaching Schillinger in Mobile. This is the scene of a big accident now that's been with us for a little while this morning. The bigger accident, though, at least the more serious one, has occurred in Pace. This has Highway 90 closed between Woodbine and West Spencerfield Road. This is a fatality accident that's been on the board now for much of the morning. Better news now from Milton, though. They've reopened one lane on southbound Highway 87 south of the I-10. I'm Ray Romero.
This report is brought to you by Always Money. Get up to $500 fast with Always Money Cash Advance. Simply write a personal check, or they'll print one for you, and get the cash you need until your next payday. Bank account required. Use payday advances responsibly.
First Alert weather from WKRG News 5 and the Chemco Metal Buildings Weather Center.
Sunny and warm today with a high in the mid to upper 80s. We're looking at a slight chance of a shower, about a 5% chance, but contrast that with the 50, 60, 70% rain chances we've been seeing over the past week or so, and it looks pretty good out there. Tonight, clear skies, a low in the mid-60s. Tomorrow and Saturday look a lot like today. I'm meteorologist John Nodar with the News 5 First Alert Storm Team.
This report is brought to you by Planet Fitness. Join Planet Fitness now for just $10 a month. You're in a judgment-free zone where you can go at your own pace whenever you want. It's only $10 a month, and you receive unlimited fitness training with your membership. The world judges. We don't. Planet Fitness. Be free.
Roll Tide. This is the Uncle Henry Show on News Radio 710 WNTM.
Welcome back to the Uncle Henry Show. News headlines coming up in about 10 minutes. And throughout the day, listeners of News Radio 710 WNTM can get updates on the Comey testimony and its aftermath throughout the day. And of course, on our station on WNTM, you'll be able to hear the analysis from our hosts like Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity, both during and after the fact. Now we have Virginia McNeil O'Brien is here, and Ed Aarons is here. Ed Aarons revealed to us in the last segment that he went to see this show that's currently running called Rock of Ages. So do you go to theater a lot locally?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. But you went to this show.
Yeah.
Now, and it's a musical, and I mentioned that you mentioned that there were pole dancers, and I just so happen to know one of the ladies that is on that pole, Stephanie Stockwell Ward, who is with ScottyWhite.com. How do you review this musical? Was it like anything you'd ever seen before?
Yeah, it's very similar to a lot of the musicals that you see that not the amateurs, but the local places put on. I can remember years ago we used to go out to University of Mobile, and they had a dinner theater that was excellent. It was really good. They had all kinds of drama and music and everything else, and we enjoyed that a whole lot for a few years until they changed it over and made it a dessert theater. But this was good. The one that the Rock of Ages. If you like rock music and craziness, it was good.
Now, you are a product of the 60s. Does that mean that you're a rocker? Are you a rock music type of guy, Ed Aarons? Do you enjoy the 60s rock?
I'm not much of a rock person.
Right. But but it was okay. You could stand it. You could take it. You enjoyed it, what you saw.
Yeah, it was enjoyable.
Okay, well, good.
And I had a good turnout. The place was just about full.
All right, well, this is good. We like to hear when local theater does well.
You remember I know you remember the Lumberyard.
I remember the Lumberyard, of course.
Did you come to Fred Baldwin? He produced Hair.
No, I did not see Hair.
And it was in the barn.
I did not see
Hair in the
barn.
It was pretty good.
My favorite time in the barn was when I remember being on stage. I can't remember who we were introducing or what, but I was on stage with both Scott Hunter and Kenny Stabler. And that was a wonderful moment in my life to be on stage with those two. And the Alabama cheerleaders were there.
Okay.
I wonder how that happened.
I don't know.
Maybe there was
how,
a connection by the owners of the lumberyard to get the Alabama cheerleaders there.
Maybe, yeah.
But that was a great venue.
Yeah, we had a lot of good concerts in there. That was a lot of fun. I just remember the hair talking about the plays. It was amazing to see a production put on in the round. So you were there in the middle of the stage with the actors. It was, and the music, you know.
Yeah, Fred Baldwin was good at putting stuff together like that.
Yeah, very creative.
Are you a theater guy?
I enjoyed the theater. You know, well, you mentioned dinner theaters. We've got a client who, he and his wife are both members of a dinner theater group, and very entertaining. I've been out to a mystery out at their house, actually.
Wow.
Outside. It was in a big tent for a birthday, but a mystery theater where the whole audience is participating. It's pretty cool.
We're going to be taking a break and then right back with more on The Uncle Henry Show. All of the people that you're hearing you can see by going to our Facebook page or to the Uncle Henry YouTube page. More in a moment.
The Glenn Beck program introduces a new eve. An eve of global war. Celebrate with your family and friends. Today at 5, News Radio 710, WNTM.
If you want to sell your home, if you need to sell your home, get in touch with my real estate agent, Sandy Frost of Roberts Brothers. Sandy Frost sells homes fast. I've worked with Sandy, and so has Bob. Bob, tell us about your experience with Sandy Frost.
The real issue with us is this was a house that was, quite frankly, not an easy sell. It was one that was in a location that you had to have a bit of vision to be able to see the value of the house. The most important thing we found was she was able to work the process so that in 12 weeks we had a check from a title company. We got more money for the house than I ever envisioned, to the tune of about $10,000, which is, in today's market, that's not easily done.
So if you want to sell your home, contact Sandy Frost. Her telephone number is 251-604-6514. That's 251-604-6514. The website, sandyfrost.com. Hey, this is Uncle Henry. If you have a tree problem, let me introduce you to someone who can help you solve it. That's Donnie Chastang at Chastang's Tree Service. Donnie Chastang offers residential and commercial tree service, and this includes tree removal, tree trimming, stump grinding, tree topping, and deadwooding. And I really like the fact that Donnie has invested in all the best state-of-the-art equipment needed to handle any job, no matter how difficult. And his employees at Chastang's Tree Service, they've got many years of experience in the tree business. So with the right equipment and experienced employees, Donnie Chastang can handle jobs quickly and professionally. So if you've got a tree problem, call Donnie Chastang at Chastang's Tree Service for a free estimate. The telephone number is 251-342-4667. That's 251-342-4667. That's Donnie Chastang with Chastang's Tree Service. I'm Uncle Henry, a customer of Heads Heating and Air Conditioning. I've used them for maintenance and for when my old system went out on me. Last year, I asked them to turn to the experts, Carrier, and replace my old natural gas furnace with a Carrier 95% high-efficiency unit. And so I had a cozy, warm home last winter with lower heating bills, and I'm looking forward to a cool home this summer with that new system. Carrier, high-efficiency natural gas, and Heads Heating and Air Conditioning make a great team. Did you know they've got financing available at 0% interest for up to 60 months? You can't beat 0% on a new system. What a great combo. Carrier, natural gas, Heads Heating and Air Conditioning, and financing at 0% interest for up to 60 months. So turn to the experts, Carrier, and call Heads Heating and Air Conditioning. The number is 251-653-7873. 251-653-7873. See if you qualify for that great deal on 0% interest.
It's Heating and Air Conditioning, where 3 heads are better than 1.
I'm Maeve Higgins, the comedian bringing you season 2 of a brilliant podcast from First Look Media, Maeve in America. It's immigration stories told by people who've lived them in conversation with me.
When you came to America, was anything different that you did not expect?
I think the
that stuck out most, that I saw more white people than I thought I would see.
How did you find us?
People are people to me, and that definitely hasn't changed.
Search for Mave in America on iHeartRadio now. That's Mave, M-A-E-V-E, in America.
Delays are quickly growing now on the eastbound side of Airport Boulevard, approaching Schillinger in Mobile. This is the scene of a big accident now that's been with us for a little while this morning. The bigger accident, though, at least the more serious one, has occurred in Pace. This has Highway 90 closed between Woodbine and West Spencerfield Road. This is a fatality accident that's been on the board now for much of the morning. Better news now from Milton, though. They've reopened one lane on southbound Highway 87 south of the I-10. I'm Ray Romero.
This report is brought to you by LifeLock. Some mornings, opening your eyes is hard, but LifeLock's eyes are already open to a wide range of identity threats. Stuff you can't see by just monitoring your credit. If something happens, U.S.-based specialists can work to fix it. Go to LifeLock.com, use promo code RISK, save 10%.
First Alert Weather from WKRG News 5 and the Southern Cancer Center Weather Center.
I'm meteorologist John Nodar with the News 5 First Alert Storm Team. Easy commute this morning, good visibility, light winds, and for a change, dry streets. Yeah, lots of sunshine should keep those streets dry today. There's about a 5% chance that a shower will find you. Otherwise, look for seasonable temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Clear skies tonight with a low in the 60s.
Your home for traffic and weather on the 9s every morning. This is News Radio 710 WNTM.
Uncle Henry Show, thank you for listening to the Uncle Henry Show. Coming up on 99.5 FM The Jags, sports, Colin Cowherd at 11. On News Radio 710 WNTM, we'll have our guests continue on in the next hour. And throughout the day, you can hear updates on the Comey testimony. We've been watching the countdown clock. We're in single digits now. 9 minutes, John McNeil.
9 minutes and 33 seconds. 32 seconds. Here we go.
Now, and I'm the first, I don't know how long they're going to have opening statements, but
probably be an hour.
The
for
last
senators.
The last thing I would want to watch would be senators offering their opening statements.
They need to listen to Ask the Expert for the next hour and then go switch over.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good plan.
Yeah,
it is a good plan.
Well, if something happens, because we're watching it right now with what do you call that when it types it at the bottom?
Closed captioning.
Yeah, we're reading closed captioning. So if Comey says something, we'll let you know. But I don't expect any bombshells to come out.
No, probably not. Probably
How many
not.
seconds will we use up?
14,400 seconds if you watch the Comey testimony today. Don't waste 14,000 seconds of your life. You won't get them back.
That's right.
I'm glad that somebody's keeping count.
Is it 14,000?
I don't know.
14,400?
I don't know, but after
there's 14,400 seconds in a 4-hour period, and the testimony is supposed to last 4 hours.
After the magic bank account story that we had earlier this hour, I'm going to be really paying closer attention to how I waste my time today.
Well, you were talking about the rocker, Ed Marine. Maybe he can tell us the story of Puff the Magic Dragon.
Does he know that story?
I don't know. I've heard all kind of conflicting stories about where that came, what all that was about.
Well,
but the magic bank account was family oriented.
Yes, it was. That was a terrific, terrific story. So again, the Comey testimony set to begin soon, and you'll be able to get updates throughout the day on our station, News Radio 710 WNTM. I've been watching the president's Twitter account this morning. No tweets.
Well, there's been such a buzz about him tweeting. I wonder if he's going to tweet.
That what we all are.
To defy everybody, just because everybody's been asking about the tweets and everything. I wonder if he's just not going to tweet, just to.
I'm sure that if something is said, that he may find it irresistible if something is said that he wants to comment on.
That's true.
So we'll be watching his Twitter account today as well. I'm more interested in his Twitter account than I am in what may happen in the Comey testimony today.
It'll be interesting to watch the stock market also. In fact, it'd be neat if you could put the S&P 500 and its movements along as the testimony goes along to see what has a positive effect and what has a negative effect.
Almost like an electrocardiogram on somebody, seeing how the markets react to every bit of testimony. You mentioned that, Ed Aarons, and that's something that so many of us are paying attention to because it seems like no matter what the news is, the market keeps going up.
Well, yesterday the market did well, closed higher than they expected because they say the street, word on the street and the, investors' overall, opinion on what's going to happen today is that the testimony is going to be less damaging to Trump than all the politicians are thinking. So yesterday,
all the hype.
Yeah. So yesterday the market closed up. So depending on how long the hearing takes, when the market closes, it's going to be interesting to see what the market does throughout the day, because if you see some controversy come out today, you might see a big reaction. Of course, you might not, but it'd be interesting to see what's going to happen there. So I'll be watching that for sure.
Now, the market was already up before Donald Trump became president. Do you think, are we at a point where it just seems to want to go up no matter what? I know that's hard to answer because it's not behaving the way you would expect it to behave.
Well, right now the market is overbought. The prices of everything is very, very high, or very, very high. But one of the things that you have to look at is, okay, what's causing all of this growth? Well, what happens is it's a herd instinct. So everybody's seeing the market going up, and there's been, I don't know how many trillions of dollars just sitting in cash on the sidelines, and with very, very low interest rates, and people are saying, wow, the market's going up, I better get in on some of that. So they're getting into the market, and as money flows into the market, it drives prices higher on what's being sold. It's almost a supply and demand look that you get from more and more people participating in the market.
We'll talk about it during the next hour during the Ask the Expert.
It is
how we build in to everyone's plan that we design. We build in a defensive posture, defensive structure, so that we still grow with the market in their portfolios. But just in case there's a pullback, we're not going to be hurt. That's important.
No kidding.
Especially when people get as old like you, Uncle Henry, as old as you are.
Gracious.
I mean,
Absolutely. Absolutely. You want zero risk at my age.
Virginia, what color do you think that jacket of Uncle Henry's is? What would you say?
I would go with a linen red.
Okay,
a
red
soft,
what the tag
soft
said was
red.
Yeah.
What kind of red?
A soft linen red.
Linen red.
Linen
okay.
red.
I thought it was like watermelon.
That is as sophisticated an observation that's ever been made on this show.
Well, I am the Ivanka Trump of Mobile, so there it is.
At least they don't call it pink.
Well, some have. Some people.
It's more like a summer Alabama crimson red,
Summer red.
Yeah.
A linen summer red.
It says I'm still a fan, but I might get a little hot,
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Talking about the theater and so forth, down in Gulf Shores, the Alabama group.
Yes.
During the summer puts on shows. And I think right now it's called Smoke on the Mountain. And from what I understand, it's an excellent performance, an excellent show.
University of Alabama's influence is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're out of time. Thank you for listening to the Uncle Henry Show today. If you want to continue on with us, we're going to continue on News Radio 710 WNTM after the news, and you can also watch us on the News Radio 710 WNTM Facebook page and also on the Uncle Henry YouTube channel.